Virgo, this is not a message of chance. September 30 brings the opening of a new moon portal, a cosmic gate that unlocks 5 blessings in a matter of hours. If you are listening, it is because your spirit was already prepared to hear this. The new moon does not simply reset the sky. It resets your path. For Virgo, the sign of discipline and detail, this moment is more than another lunar cycle. It is the confirmation that your preparation, your patience, and your silent service have reached their moment of reward. The call of this portal is urgent. It is not a door that remains open forever, but a narrow passage where intention must be planted with precision. Those who step through consciously will witness abundance, alignment, release, creativity, and destiny opening before them. Those who ignore it may pass by without noticing, only to wonder later why opportunities dissolved before reaching their hands. Virgo, the choice is yours, and the hour is short. This new moon is labeled as a cosmic gate. It is not meant for everyone. Only those who can hear the subtle signals, only those who feel the pulse of change in their chest. You are among the chosen, and that is why the words reach you now. The promise is vast. Miracles unfolding, blessings released, breakthroughs breaking chains you thought permanent. Yet there is a quiet threat. If you remain passive, the window closes, and what could have been born stays locked in the soil of delay. The roadmap is simple, yet powerful. 5 blessings are ready to emerge, each one carrying its own signs, its own actions, its own decree. You will learn not only what they are, but also how to claim them with clarity, intention, and release. This is not a vague message. It is a practical guide disguised as prophecy. The decree at the end will seal your alignment, anchoring the blessings into your timeline. So stay with these words, because the new moon is not waiting. It is already vibrating through your dreams, through the strange chills on your skin, through the sudden clarity in your mind. Virgo, you are not here by accident. You are here because the gate has opened, and the blessings are already approaching like light rushing through cracks in the night. The next step is to see why your preparation was essential for this very hour. Virgo, everything you have lived until now has been preparing you for this very moment. Your path has not been one of ease, but one of structure, service, and often silence. While others were seen and celebrated, you were working in the background, perfecting, refining, and planting seeds no one noticed. Yet heaven noticed. The universe recorded each effort, each detail, each sacrifice you made without recognition. The waiting seasons that once felt like punishment were never wasted. They were divine preparation for the portal now opening before you. You may have felt invisible, as though your contributions dissolved without weight. You may have wondered if your efforts mattered, if the long hours of discipline and service would ever be acknowledged. But the truth is that invisibility was protection. Virgo, your seeds were hidden so that no premature storm could uproot them. What looked like delay was in fact design. While others rushed ahead, your foundation was being strengthened. And now, as the new moon portal rises, the structure you built in silence will carry the blessings that are arriving. There is justice written into the fabric of the cosmos. Private pain transforms into public reward. The humility of service becomes the honor of elevation. What you carried quietly is about to shine openly. Virgo has always been the guardian of detail, the one who brings order into chaos, and because of this, your path seemed harder. But difficulty is the proof of destiny. You were shaped to hold what others could not. Now the balance shifts. The blessings prepared for you are not random gifts. They are answers to the very work you already offered. The patience you endured, the care you gave, the sacrifices you made, all of it aligns now to open the 5 blessings of this new moon. You were never forgotten. You were never ignored. You were simply being positioned. This is why your preparation matters. It was not punishment, but prophecy. What you endured in silence has carved a space inside you wide enough to receive what is now coming. The new moon does not reward the careless. It rewards those who waited, those who prepared, those who stayed faithful even when unseen. Virgo, that is you. And now it is time to understand the cosmic setup that makes this new moon unlike any other, the stage on which the blessings are ready to unfold. The new moon on September 30 is not just another phase in the sky. It is the seedbed of destiny, a portal designed for planting intentions that will ripple into the coming year. In the silence of the night sky, when the moon is unseen, power gathers beneath the surface. For Virgo, an earth sign rooted in order and precision, this alignment carries a unique resonance. The element of earth grounds the energy, turning dreams into structure and intention into matter. This is why the blessings arriving now are not fleeting, they are foundations. Cosmically, the new moon is always a time of beginnings, but this one opens as a gate, magnifying what is sown with clarity. It carries the vibration of manifestation, echoed in the number 111, a sacred reminder that thought creates reality. Alongside it, the number 888 pulses through the field, a sign of abundance already in motion. Together they weave a message. What you choose to focus on now will not only sprout, but multiply. Virgo, you may notice the signs already surrounding you. Vivid dreams that seem too sharp to ignore, chills that rise unexpectedly, flashes of sudden clarity or inspiration. All of these are whispers that the portal is active. Synchronicities line up, moments fall into place, and you sense that time itself bends toward you. None of this is random. It is the cosmos aligning to reveal that the new moon is not a void, but a womb, heavy with potential. This is the moment where consciousness matters. Passive energy will only drift, but intentional energy plants seeds that grow strong. Awareness creates flow, while distraction leads to missed openings. Virgo, your gift is detail, and now detail becomes destiny. Each word spoken, each intention written, each action taken carries weight far beyond the surface. This is why alignment at this time is not optional but essential. Do not be deceived by the silence of the night sky. What seems empty is overflowing with possibility. The blessings are near, not vague or abstract, but clear and specific. 5 doors are opening, each one carrying its own sign, its own action, its own decree. And the first of these doors is the one that Virgo has been preparing for the longest. The activation of abundance that will begin to shift the flow of resources into your life. The first blessing of this new moon portal is the activation of abundance, the opening of financial flow that has been circling you, waiting for your readiness. Virgo, because you carry the gift of order and service, abundance often comes to you not as sudden luck, but as the fruit of what you have already organized, refined, and nurtured. The new moon magnifies that flow, turning your silent labor into visible opportunity. What once seemed blocked now begins to move with ease, like water finding its path through stone. The signs of this blessing are unmistakable. The number 888 may appear around you, on receipts, in messages, on clocks, confirming that abundance is active. You may notice unexpected openings, like conversations that lead to opportunities, invitations that bring financial gain, or the sudden urge to declutter spaces you have ignored. For Virgo, order creates flow, and flow attracts abundance. Clearing physical, mental, or emotional clutter becomes a magnetic act, drawing prosperity toward you. Picture the Virgo who reorganizes their workspace during the new moon, finally discarding what no longer serves. In the process, they stumble upon an old idea, a forgotten note, or a contact they never followed up with. Days later, that very idea or connection resurfaces with the promise of profit or growth. This is not coincidence, it is alignment. The new moon blesses what is cleared, and the universe responds by filling the space with new provision. The danger lies in hesitation. Virgo's pursuit of perfection can turn into delay, and abundance cannot flow where stagnation remains. The temptation to wait, to hold on to old systems, or to overanalyze must be resisted. The portal does not ask for perfection, it asks for movement. Your protocol for this blessing is simple yet powerful. First, clear one space around you, your wallet, your desk, or even a drawer. Then write a single financial intention in the present tense, as though it has already manifested. Speak it aloud with conviction, anchoring it into your field. Whisper, "I open to abundance." Let these words vibrate in your chest, calling the flow into your life. This is the first doorway, and as you step through, the air begins to shift. But abundance is only the beginning. The second blessing is already forming, bringing not resources alone, but the connections and alignments that join you with the people meant to walk beside you. The second blessing of this new moon portal is union and alignment. The arrival of connections that are not random but divinely orchestrated. Virgo, you have walked long stretches of your journey in solitude, carrying responsibilities that others did not see or understand. Yet the new moon brings a shift, opening doors for soul-aligned relationships, partnerships, and communities. These are not casual ties, but connections that carry the fragrance of destiny, people who appear not to drain you, but to walk with you into what is coming. The signs of this blessing often appear through the number 222, a vibration of harmony, partnership, and balance. You may notice invitations surfacing unexpectedly, a message from someone you have not heard from in years, an opportunity to collaborate, or a chance encounter that feels strangely familiar. Sometimes the universe whispers alignment through synchronicities, names repeating, dreams of people resurfacing, or moments where strangers feel like kin. The risk of this blessing is hesitation. Virgo's heart has been trained by discipline and often guarded by past disappointments. When new connections arise, the temptation is to doubt them, to retreat, or to overanalyze their purpose. But the portal calls you to trust. Alignment is not always logical. It is recognized in the heart. If you feel sudden resonance, if peace follows an encounter, that is a sign the connection is real. Picture a Virgo who, after years of focusing on work in silence, receives an invitation to join a project. Their first instinct is to question their worth, to wonder if it is a mistake. But the signs multiply. 222 flashing on the clock, dreams repeating, chills of recognition. When they finally say yes, doors open quickly, bringing not only collaboration, but friendship, support, and joy. The protocol for claiming this blessing is simple. Say yes to the small invitations. Accept the coffee meeting, reply to the message, join the conversation. Trust that not all connections are traps, some are treasures. Place your hand over your heart and declare, "I align with my soul tribe." Feel the resonance in your chest, the truth that you are not meant to walk alone. This is the second doorway, where union dissolves isolation and alignment prepares you for the road ahead. And as these connections strengthen, the third blessing rises to meet you, offering not what you gain but what you release. The healing that clears space for even greater gifts. The third blessing of this new moon portal is healing and release, the quiet miracle of letting go of what no longer belongs to your path. Virgo, you are known for carrying more than you should, holding on to responsibilities, memories, and even wounds long past their time. Yet the new moon comes as a reset, a sacred moment where the weight is lifted and the soul breathes freely again. Healing here does not mean erasing the past. It means releasing its grip so that your steps are no longer chained to old pain. The signs of this blessing often surface through dreams that feel heavy or vivid, stirring emotions you thought were buried. Sudden waves of sadness, random tears, or unexpected memories may rise during this portal. Do not see them as setbacks. They are signals that the body and spirit are ready to cleanse. The number 999 may appear, marking closure, the end of cycles that have lingered too long. The presence of this number is not loss, it is liberation. Imagine the Virgo who dreams of an old relationship, one that ended years ago. The emotions resurface sharply, and for a moment, they feel as though they have gone backward. But upon waking, a clarity settles. The dream was not reopening the wound, it was closing it. They feel lighter, as if a door finally sealed. That is the work of the new moon. Quiet, subtle, but undeniable. The danger in this blessing is resisting the release. Virgo's sense of duty can create attachment even to pain, as though holding on to it were a form of honor. But true honor lies in letting go, in freeing yourself from the burdens that cannot serve your future. Clinging to the past keeps the soil crowded. Release clears it for new growth. The protocol is both symbolic and practical. Take a salt bath, allowing the water to carry away the heaviness. Write down one memory, pattern, or fear you are ready to release, and burn it safely, watching the smoke rise as a sign of liberation. Then whisper, "I let go to rise." Speak it not with sadness, but with certainty, knowing that release is not an ending, but a beginning. This is the third doorway, where healing replaces heaviness, and the past gives way to freedom. And as you step through lighter and clearer, the fourth blessing arrives. Not about what you release, but about what now has space to be born. The expansion of creativity and inspiration. The fourth blessing of this new moon portal is creativity and expansion. The sudden spark that ignites ideas, visions, and projects waiting to be born. Virgo, though you are often known for discipline and structure, within you lies a well of creativity that rarely receives the freedom it deserves. The new moon now removes barriers, opening a channel where inspiration flows like water, bringing solutions, artistry, and breakthroughs that may surprise even you. This blessing is not about imagination alone. It is about expansion, about stepping into possibilities that felt too distant before. The signs of this blessing are unmistakable. You may wake with a fresh idea pulsing in your mind, one that seems to arrive fully formed. Synchronicities may line up, hearing the same theme in different conversations, stumbling upon tools or resources that support a dream you had nearly abandoned. You may notice sudden bursts of energy, a desire to create, write, paint, design, or build something tangible. The universe affirms this through moments that feel too aligned to be random, whispers urging you to express what has been waiting. The risk is hesitation. Virgo's perfectionism can suffocate inspiration before it breathes, convincing you that if it cannot be flawless, it should not be begun. But expansion does not demand perfection, it demands action. A single step, a single word written, a single brushstroke, a single plan sketched is enough to anchor the flow. The portal does not require a finished masterpiece, it requires a beginning. Picture a Virgo who feels a sudden urge to draft a business plan they had postponed for years. At first, doubt rises. It is not complete, it is not ready. But when they take 10 minutes to write the first lines, doors open. Within days, conversations spark, support arrives, and the idea that once felt too distant begins to move toward reality. That is the power of expansion. Once you start, the universe accelerates. The protocol is simple. Create something today. Write a page, draw a sketch, record your thoughts, or take one practical step toward a vision. Then declare, "My creativity flows freely." Feel the release as the words cut through hesitation, replacing doubt with possibility. This is the fourth doorway, where inspiration ignites and your spirit stretches beyond its old limits. And as creativity expands, the fifth blessing rises like a crown, calling you not just to create, but to step into your legacy and destiny. The fifth blessing of this new moon portal is legacy and destiny, the call to step into the larger purpose that has been quietly preparing within you. Virgo, you are not meant only to serve in silence or create in private. You are being summoned into the visible stage of your path, where your actions ripple far beyond your immediate circle. Legacy is not about ego, but about responsibility, about leaving a mark that endures, about guiding others through the clarity you carry, about claiming the place in destiny that was always yours. The signs of this blessing often come through invitations that ask more of you. Opportunities to lead, to teach, to take on responsibility may appear, and though they may feel daunting, they are confirmations. The number 1111 may appear as a reminder of portals and awakening, signaling that you are stepping through a gate where the personal becomes collective. Dreams of standing before others, of guiding or speaking, may rise, pointing toward your destiny role. The danger here is hesitation. Virgo's humility, noble as it is, can turn into avoidance, a refusal to step into the weight of destiny out of fear of failing or being too visible. But destiny cannot be postponed. The new moon opens this gate because you are ready, even if doubt still whispers. Every detail you mastered, every discipline you held, every silence you endured has built the capacity to hold this responsibility. The crown does not appear before the head is strong enough to bear it. Imagine a Virgo who has worked quietly for years suddenly offered a position of leadership. At first, fear rises. I am not enough. But then signs multiply. 1111 flashing on the phone, unexpected encouragement from others, synchronicities aligning. When they say yes, not only do they rise, but others rise with them. That is legacy. It is not about the self alone, but about how your step lifts those around you. The protocol is direct. Write down one responsibility or role you are ready to claim today. Place your hand over your chest and declare, I walk my destiny. Feel the words settle into your body, grounding the truth that destiny is not waiting for another day. It is here now. This is the fifth doorway, the crown of the new moon portal. And as all 5 blessings align, the story of proof emerges. A living testimony that shows how these openings manifest when intention and action meet. There was once a Virgo who entered the new moon portal without realizing how quickly the blessings would unfold. At first, life felt the same, filled with routine and small worries. Yet the signs began to multiply, subtle but insistent. On the morning of the new moon, the number 111 appeared on a clock, then again on a receipt. Later that day, 222 flashed on a passing billboard. Each number spoke, even if softly. The portal was alive, the blessings were near. Abundance was the first to reveal itself. An unexpected refund arrived, small but enough to shift their mood. Then a conversation with a colleague opened a door to new income. The Virgo felt chills, knowing the universe was answering even before they asked. Soon after, alignment followed. A friend they had not spoken to in years reached out, offering an opportunity to collaborate. It felt like destiny disguised as coincidence, a thread weaving connection. The third blessing came through dreams. Old memories surfaced, heavy at first, but by morning a strange peace lingered. It was as though the dream had lifted something off their chest, leaving them lighter. They whispered, I let go to rise, and felt the words settle in truth. With space cleared, creativity began to flow. Ideas once dormant rushed forward. Visions for a project, solutions for challenges, sparks of inspiration arriving at every corner. Instead of hesitation, they acted, taking small steps, and the universe responded with synchronicities. Then came the moment of legacy. A mentor invited them to speak in front of a group, to share what they had quietly mastered for years. At first, doubt pressed hard, but 1111 appeared on their phone just before they answered. Taking it as confirmation, they said yes. The experience shifted everything. Not only were they seen, but their words ignited change in others. That night, the Virgo knew the 5 blessings were not abstract promises. They were living proof, already unfolding in their timeline. The moral of the story is clear. When signs appear, when rituals are performed, when decrees are spoken, the blessings do not delay. They arrive like light breaking through a door, waiting only for the one who dares to step forward. And now, Virgo, as proof has been given, it is time for you to seal your own blessings with the final decree of this new moon. Virgo, you were never ordinary. The silence you endured, the discipline you carried, and the faith you held in unseen seasons have all led to this moment. September 30 is the cosmic gate, the new moon portal where 5 blessings unfold in hours. Abundance has opened, alignment has connected, healing has cleared, creativity has ignited, and destiny has called. This is not theory. It is the prophecy of your timeline, the confirmation that the seeds planted long ago are breaking through the soil of delay. The new moon is more than a dark sky. It is a womb, heavy with potential. It is the reset where endings give birth to beginnings. Virgo, you are chosen to receive this because your path of preparation has proven your readiness. Others may pass by unaware, but you know the portal has opened because the signs have already whispered to you. The numbers, the dreams, the chills, the synchronicities, these are the language of heaven confirming that the gate is alive. Prophecy speaks not only of warning but of fulfillment. This moment carries the vibration of cycles shifting, of 2025 already stirring in your favor. The 5 blessings you step into now are not temporary. They are foundations that stretch into the future. This is why the decree must be spoken, because spoken word anchors spirit into matter. Without it, energy floats. With it, energy crystallizes. So now, Virgo, place your hand over your heart and declare with conviction, I receive all 5 blessings now. Let the words move through you, not as hope, but as truth, not as a request, but as a seal. Speak it once more until your body vibrates with certainty. I receive all 5 blessings now. Each repetition is a key turning in a lock, opening doors that no force can shut. And as you finish, anchor this decree in the collective by declaring in public, I receive blessings. The act of speaking aloud and writing outward binds your alignment not only in your field, but in the greater web of energy. The gate has heard, the blessing has been claimed, and the seal is complete. See yourself now, Virgo, stepping forward into the new moon night. Before you, 5 paths shine with light, each one glowing with the promise of what you have just declared. The portal is open, the decree is spoken, and your destiny stretches wide before you, crowned by blessings that will follow you into the year ahead.